Welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. I am so grateful that you are here. This is a tough time in the world right now, and I think we all need a little extra spiritual support and love, and I hope that's what this video provides for you. Today I'm going to be doing a pick a pile reading. So once I shuffle these decks, I'm working with 4 different decks, as you can see today. We have an animal spirit guide deck on the far left. We have it's a wild unknown deck. We also have a wild unknown tarot deck next to that. Then the classic Rider-Waite deck, and then an oracle deck, the Work Your Light oracle deck. So I'm going to take a moment and tune in and shuffle these. If you can use this time to fill this space, this sacred space, with your energy and your intention, whatever it is you want guidance on, even if you are not even aware of it on a conscious level, connect with Spirit now and ask for whatever it is that you need. And that is the intention I am setting for you as well. Let's begin. So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a moment and see which pile calls to you. Maybe it's 2 piles that are calling to you. Maybe it's 3 piles. Whichever pile or piles pop out to you first, your instinctual answer is the right one. If you chose pile 1, this is what we've got. The oracle card is Lemuria. The animal card is the beaver. We have the 8 of Pentacles. And lastly, we have Mother of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so to begin, I'm first going to read the Lemuria page. This author lays things out. Oh, where is it? Oh boy. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Lemuria, or Mu, is one of the Earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on earth, a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony, all beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who at soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. So that is stunning. And so relevant right now. In my last video, I talked a lot about COVID-19, the state of the world right now. And we are in this place of potential to create heaven on earth right now, because we are in the face of very important decisions. We are in the midst of very important decisions. And with every decision that we ever make holds the potential to move us a step closer to creating a utopia that so many of us dream of. Because the scale of the world issues are so big right now, they are global scale, the potential for change is all that greater. That's why we have this heaven on earth energy that is so relevant right now, and so it's just waiting there for us. The universe is holding that space for us. It's waiting for us to reach out and choose it. I'm also going to read the animal spirit cards because Kim Kranz lays these out so beautifully, and I would like to start with her own words before adding mine. So we have the Beaver card. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcomed sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home, financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term, steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless, worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor, selfless service. Has there ever been a better time for selfless service than now? This is the time where we are being tested and challenged to learn how to truly unconditionally love each other, especially the people that we do not know, the people that we judge, the people that we deem separate from us, the people that we don't agree with. There is never an excuse not to offer that person unconditional love. And it's this global issue that is it's bringing this issue right into our faces right now. And we are really being challenged to actually explore the definition of unconditional love and see how much we have actually integrated and practiced that in our lives. The beaver is so domestic. Its focus is on building a home, a family. This is this is very similar to my last reading. I think the focus for you right now is not only your family. You are remembering who are the parts of your family, the different parts of your family. Maybe this week you have reached out to people that you haven't reached out to in years. You're remembering who is the most important to you. And it doesn't matter if it's someone that you speak to every week or you haven't spoken to in years. When we are in trying times, we remember what is most important to us and who is most important to us. And this is a time that is reconnecting you with your soul family. It's a gift. In that same vein, selfless service. The service here is treating everyone as though they are your family. You are redefining who your family is. And it should be a lot bigger than you thought it was, than the nuclear family we are trained and conditioned to believe is our family. Paired with the Lemuria card, the thing that you are creating that is lasting, that you are putting in days, months, years towards, is heaven on earth. This is a project that is not something that will be completed in the next month or the next 2 months or the next 8 months. This is a project, this is a commitment that perhaps something about right now is calling you to do. You feel suddenly called to commit yourself to this, to devote yourself to this. And it's not something that has instant rewards, but it's a shift in mindset and a devotion that is going to serve you and fulfill you and fill your cup. Again, this beaver is a water card. Water, that's emotions, that's your heart. In tarot, it's cups. It's filling this kind of action and purpose that this time might be awakening in you is something that will last you for a very, very long time. And it will make the rewards of your efforts that much greater. Because these are rewards that will not only benefit you, but will benefit your community and ultimately all of mankind, because our microcosm that we are, our individual consciousness is one part of the collective consciousness. And that is something that I can't not talk about at this time because of the global issues that we are facing. You can't look at your individual consciousness right now without thinking about the collective consciousness. Because whether you like it or not, or whether you recognize it or not, you matter. Your consciousness matters. You can think that while being physically isolated, you really are energetically isolated from the world, but you're not. Every single individual consciousness adds up to the collective consciousness, and every single individual consciousness matters in the sum of the collective consciousness. In tarot, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Mother of Pentacles. So 2 Pentacles cards here. Though the beaver is a water card, there's something very earthy about it too, because it's dealing with domesticity, it's dealing with building a home, creating that home, grounding that home. Even Lemuria, it's about bringing heaven to earth, grounding something that we dream about in real life. And this pile for you, pile 1, you guys, you are incredibly in touch right now with your power to manifest things in the physical world, in the physical realm. These 2 tarot cards being Pentacles cards, that's the earth suit in tarot. And by that I mean it deals with only the physical realm and the things that we manifest in the physical realm, the things that we accumulate in the physical realm and work towards in the physical realm that give us value. Of course, it can be argued that these things are only valuable until we leave this life, but we're here to play the game. We're here to learn certain lessons, and we can only do that by playing with the toys that are in this playroom that is called the planet Earth. So 8 of Pentacles and Mother of Pentacles. I just pulled this Mother of Pentacles card actually for specifically the Corona reading that I did last, and I'm feeling it very, very strongly again for you. It's very beaver energy as well. It's about, it's quite literally about mothering and creating a physical home that is comfortable, secure, dependable, reliable, safe, and it's your responsibility to do that. But multidimensional, because it's not only in the context of quarantining right now. It's not only in the context of isolating and making yourself feel comfortable in spite of the uncertainty that we feel externally right now. But it's something it's a mindset that can be shared globally and can be applied globally. By being a mother in your own household, by being the matriarch in the household you are creating, you are stepping into your power as a nurturer, not only for yourself, but for everyone surrounding you. Friends, family, strangers alike. And this is requiring very, very hard work on your part. God, we have 2 cards here that are all about hard work, putting in the time. This is the Apprentice card. This is about devoting yourself. It's a routine. This kind of work is a routine. You have to make a routine of it. You put in this time every day, for months, years on end. But you do it because you know you're on that pipeline towards something greater. It's not just meaningless. It's not a meaningless work. You are an apprentice. You know that you are in a program of learning and that you are on your way to mastering something. Maybe this is about something else in your life. Maybe this is actually about your job, because again, this is Pentacles. You could be using this time right now to work your craft and master your craft. There could be a gift of this time, perhaps being in isolation, that is forcing you to look at your passion, your career, and put in time that you have always made excuses to not put in before this. And now the excuses are wiped away. There is nothing stopping you now from sitting at your workbench and putting in the hours. Keep going. Keep putting in that work. Keep being as committed as you are. If you haven't been committed up until now, if you have been feeling like you are drowning, wallowing in the incredibly emotional and difficult time that this is, what will ground you, Pentacles, what will ground you, what will earth you, is focusing on work that you can, that tangible work that you can do. Focusing on your passion. Focusing on your dharma. Working towards something greater than yourself takes you outside your brain. It separates you from anxiety and fear and perhaps other emotions you might be feeling at this time. Responsibility does the same thing. Mothers are fearless when it comes to protecting their children. Things that we think we're incapable of doing for ourselves, we suddenly become capable of doing when we're responsible for our baby, or for someone, in this case, for someone else. Responsibility to each other is making us more committed to doing things that we should have already been doing for ourselves. That is the gift of this time for you. Mother, the responsibility of the matriarch of your home, this home under this roof, but also this home, the world, is hold you accountable, but also, like that Eight of Pentacles card, take you out of your head. It has a magical way of severing you from overthinking, spiraling, anxiety, worry. Because feeling duty, I just became so proper. Feeling duty is and it's a way of shining light on dark feelings that we might be feeling. It eclipses those dark feelings. This is beautiful. Impulses that you have, these inspirations that you have to devote yourself to something, to whether it's to your work, to your home, to family, to this community, that beaver, the community in your dam. Like, dam? Do they build a dam? Your community building the dam together. You got it. Overall, the message here is keep moving forward, because this is bringing out, and has the potential to bring out, if it hasn't yet, such beautiful, beautiful growth in you. And it's not just about the gains that you will experience for yourself. It's about the gains that you will experience for the world. This is a heaven on earth that you're building. And we are all grateful to you for that during this time. Okay. Pile 2. Okay, pile 2. Guys, are you psyched? Let's see what we got here. Okay. Imrama is our oracle card. Oh, we have the unicorn. is our spirit animal card. Oh boy, we got the moon. And lastly, cards. You guys are so anxious right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you spiraling? I've been there, and I'm sorry, and I love you, and it will all be okay. Let me start by saying that. Let's start. So I'm going to read from two books for the Oracle deck, and also the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck, because both of these authors, Rebecca Campbell, sorry, I couldn't read for a moment, Rebecca Campbell and Kim Krantz really state things very beautifully, and I would like to share their words with you, and then we'll get into mine. So Imrama, it says, Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Here we go. Imrama. The Celtic word Imrama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you are either being called on a soul journey or are already on one. It could be to a physical ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, but both within us and to the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is a journey to the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages in your future. If a physical voyage isn't possible, we'll get to that. Journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place. Or perhaps you are being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstance, your soul is ready to journey deep. That's really beautiful. I'm not surprised that you are feeling pulled right now. And what I am hearing paired with these other cards, you might be the journey that the physical journey that you might be feeling pulled to take right now is to escape. It's more of an escape journey. It's either that, or it's a very deep desire to be with family that lives across the country, or friends, chosen family who live far away from you. Right now you just feel a strong desire perhaps for community and to feel the safety that being with certain people give to you. The challenge of this time, because if you are where I am in Brooklyn, or really it doesn't matter where you are, we have this responsibility to quarantine ourselves, to not move, to not leave home. And so having this pull right now is probably difficult, because you need to reconcile this desire with not actually physically being able to leave. And that is a perfect recipe for a journey of the soul, because the things that challenge us the most are the things that provide us with the most potential to grow from. I forget how I started that sentence. But yes, those challenges hold the greatest potential for growth. And battling with yourself right now. Surrender to this. To desire physically in order to go on a very important journey. And you're on that journey already, whether you chose it or not, because you feel challenged in this time. If you have already traveled, or if you have travel plans in your future that you are going to do, very safely maybe in a car where you're not coming into contact with anyone, or any public spaces. But if you are doing that, my advice aside on that, or if you've already done that, then there is something about this journey that is eye-opening for you. Seriously, take this journey seriously. See the act of, decide for yourself whether this was something that you did out of love or fear. I want to get to the animal spirit card so we can start integrating how all of these cards come together. So we have the unicorn. Oh, this is exciting for me. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. Guys, it's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. Okay, well, so this is the journey that you are on. This, everything that you are experiencing right now in your day-to-day life is making you question a lot. You feel, and interesting with the Nine of Swords here too, you are feeling overwhelmed by perhaps the anxiety of that, the burden of thinking your way through these really, really complex topics, like God, like the nature of our existence, like why are we here? And it makes sense that, considering everything that is happening right now on a large scale, that you would be wondering these things. But also I'm feeling that there are personal things happening for you right now that are forcing you to ask these questions, maybe that you have never asked before. Wait, but this said that I really made me think about. Yeah, encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. The desire for physical journey, this Nine of Swords card too, which I'm going to get to more in depth, all of this is pointing towards the fundamental issue of whom do you trust? Is there anyone that you feel you can trust right now? But not only that, do you feel like you can trust the world? Do you feel like you can trust this universe, that the universe has your back? I think a lot of you right now might be feeling unsupported. This time feels like personal things happening for you, but also global things happening feel not just painful and difficult, but almost like you personally have been let down. And that's scary to have that wavering kind of faith. But I'm hearing that this is so good that you are experiencing this, because it's wavering faith. It is questioning these things. It's feeling the urge of, I have to get out of here. I have to go on this physical journey. I need to escape, or whatever it is, that forces you to actually look at that and confront it from unbiased place. And the fact that you are here seeking support in this reading, I know that you are open-minded enough to be, and interested and curious enough to be advance your self-growth. Physically go somewhere because you don't trust anything. Stop moving right now. Take a deep breath and imagine that you trust everything that is happening. If I were to tell you that everything that is happening right now is for your greater good, that it is serving you beyond your wildest imagination, how would that affect your actions then? Would you still be itching to escape or go somewhere else? How would that change the nature of the journey, perhaps, that you are feeling called to take right now? Or the journey that you are on? Would you enjoy the journey more? The lack of trust of the world around us only reflects the lack of trust in ourselves. The macrocosm is always a reflection of the microcosm. So my question to you is, what is it that you don't trust in yourself? Here, we gotta get into these tarot cards because we have the Moon and we have the Eight of Swords. You are overwhelmed by anxiety right now. This is the 3 a.m. card, and you, in this deck, especially the Wild Unknown deck, I love this depiction of it because you see it's like dissecting. You are dissecting everything with your brain. You are relying on your brain to the point to your own detriment, perhaps. When you become, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the thoughts that you have, because you can think and think and think yourself into a hole. And the more you take things apart with your mind, thinking that you'll understand it, there is no guarantee that you will understand something better by thinking about it more. But our brains and the way that we prize intellect in our culture, in our society, often doesn't serve us, and this is one of those ways in which it doesn't serve us. My brain can be my worst enemy when I am in this place, when I am up at 3 a.m. feeling overwhelmed by anxiety, thinking. If I think more, I will solve this. You will not solve this by thinking more. And there is a good chance that your thoughts are misleading you. Your thoughts are misleading you. This is a battle for you between thought and faith. Swords, the suit of air, this is all thoughts, belief systems, the words that you are telling yourself. And this card, it feels more internal than anything. Again, you are tearing yourself apart with anxiety right now, thinking yourself apart. This is a time where you don't want to fall apart. No one wants you to fall apart. No one wants anyone else to fall apart. We only want to hold ourselves together. Hold ourselves together, more together perhaps than we have ever been in human history. And you to do that, challenging you to do that. The fact that, so getting back to the Moon here, this paired with this, you're in this worry spiral, this anxiety, this thought-driven anxiety spiral, because the landscape for you is full of shadows. The Moon card appears to represent our subconscious, our emotional landscapes. Things look different in the nighttime than they do in the day. And you are having dark night of the soul after dark night of the soul. This time is surfacing unconscious, subconscious fears for you. And some of those fears are coming to your conscious and you're very aware of them. Others are affecting you in a way that you're not even conscious of. What are you afraid of? And is it rooted, again, in a lack of faith, in a wavering faith, in the world and in yourself, and in something greater than yourself, and in your own part in that thing that is greater than yourself, which some might call God, the universe, divinity, all that there is, all that exists. Maybe what you've been thinking faith, and there have been thoughts about God for some of you that have kept you from faith because those are so intertwined for you. So I challenge you to redefine the word God. Teachings define God very untraditionally. It's only religion that paints God, I think, as a gendered figure. And wrong with that at all. If that is what works for you, that is beautiful. But it is limiting for a lot of people who are seeking and craving but can't connect to that definition of God. Can just be a force. Love, for example. Confused about what is real and what is fake. You're in these dark nights of the soul thinking yourself sick and wondering what is real, what's reality, what is a dream. The moon rules these realms. There is to journey within. Very, very hard look at yourself, at your beliefs, at your obstacles, the things that maybe you haven't been aware up until this point. And a great way to navigate that, to see the right direction to go in, is to see the things that cause an emotional response in you. The things that you have a visceral resistance to, or a visceral dark feeling. Because that usually is where the potential for growth lies. If you have a really, really awful reaction to even the word faith, I challenge you to... My camera just stopped working, I think, because it had too many videos and photos on it. I just deleted some things. Sorry about that. As I was saying, if you were having a visceral response to that word or anything else, that is a good little indicator to take a deeper look at it. Meditate on it, journal about it, talk about it with people who know you, and dissect it, but not with this. Dissect it from this place, from this open place, so that your brain can't just be arguing your resistance. Clear to you soon in this time on this soul journey what is real and what is not, what is fake. The things that you discover might surprise you. They might revolutionize your entire world and your entire existence. You are in a place right now where you might discover that unicorns are indeed real, and feel very grounded and confident about that. If you're able to journey into this time with a truly open mind and open heart, the possibility for reward and just, I think, startle you, shock you, like finding out a unicorn is real. Very close attention to your dreams, to your feelings, and start valuing those more than your thoughts. Understanding your feelings from here and not from here will open doors for you that have been closed perhaps your entire perhaps your entire lives. Those doors could lead to Narnia. It could be on the opposite side of a door. Beautiful. Everyone in pile 2, congratulations. But I promise you, any journey of the soul is always worth it. No one goes through that journey and on the other side says, oh, I wish I didn't do that. So keep soldiering on. What? Guys, this is awesome. You chose pile 3. Let's get on with it. The first card that we have, all right, yeah, read it loud and clear. This is our oracle card. Take a break. Tell me about it. Second card we got here, ooh, the owl is our spirit animal card. Beautiful. We have the 2 of Wands. Oh my goodness. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is very beautiful, guys. You guys are in a good place. A better place maybe than you thought, than you even think you are. Read from these books for the Oracle deck and also the Animal Spirit deck, because both Rebecca Campbell and Kim Kranz say really beautiful things. They say things very, very well, and I want you to hear their words before you hear mine. So let's read the Take a Break card first. You guys like Hamilton? This day we'll go upstate. There's a place I know in a nearby something that we can go when the night gets dark. Person. Sorry. No, I won't apologize for it. Wow, why can't I find Take a Break? Oh, I found it. Isn't that funny? Right when you say you can't do it, that's when it happens. Take a break, pile 3. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. It's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations, to take a moment from your busy schedule, to get off the treadmill of life, to appreciate and acknowledge all that you have created, achieved, released, or experienced before rushing on to the next thing. To be in the moment and enjoy where you are, to take a breath and regather your mind, body, and spirit, to recalibrate, appreciate, and celebrate, to decide on what you really want to experience next. Decide, because you can decide. If you take a moment, you are not going to miss out. Perhaps you have just completed a big project, manifested something significant in your life, released an old way of being, or just burning the candle at both ends. Now is the time to take some time out before rushing on to the next thing. You did it. Enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Go on vacation. Book a massage. Don't go on vacation. Take long walks in nature, but stay 6 feet apart. Go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish in your bedroom. Okay, some of these don't apply right now. but you can do this here. You don't have to do it physically in the world. This is beautiful. Some of you feel relief at this time because it has taken a pandemic to make you slow down. It has taken a worldwide pandemic to make you take a break. And even in this time, many of you are resisting it still. You're still resisting taking a break. You're still resisting slowing down. You want to move this quickly. And the state of the world is preventing you from doing that. This break from your routine is preventing you from doing that. And for many of you, it is excruciatingly uncomfortable. Happening to you. Because those things that are excruciatingly uncomfortable are the biggest gifts in our lives. Thing happening right now, I'm also hearing that a lot of you, you've things, it's coming at a time where, yes, you did just finish a big project. You just achieved something that you've been wanting to achieve for a very, very long time. And the timing of this, what's happening with the world and your personal life, feels very like off kilter, because there are things that you want to celebrate right now, and maybe you feel like you can't even celebrate. But you and celebrating those things in this time and sharing your joy. Joy is contagious. You celebrating those things, you finding the things to be happy about, that gives everyone else things to be happy about, truly. Embrace this. And embrace this time as an opportunity to slow down and to stop. You can come to a complete stop. I want to read the owl card to see how this integrates with everything else, because we got to see the whole picture, guys. Owl. Wow. Abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. Wow. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. When in balance, generous, trusting, secure. When out of balance, money quarrels, scarcity. To bring into balance an offering, because what you offer to others, you always receive back. That's how abundance works, friends. Get with the program. You know it already, though. So this makes total sense matching up with that take a break card. You are experiencing success right now. You're experiencing, you've achieved something. Your life has blossomed recently in a beautiful way. You might be in like a new relationship that just started and you feel like this is really, really important and really, really good. And again, you have this impulse to be celebrating right now, and it feels misaligned with the energy of the world. Don't let that influence you. You can take in the world around you and take it seriously and give it the gravity and heaviness that it needs and that it is. But you can also still be feeling light and happy about your life and revel in your life and the gratitude of the things that you are receiving. If you haven't received something yet, it's on its way to you. Those treasures are on their way to you. Abundance is infinite. That's especially hard right now, where we're facing something that literally is putting us in a scarcity mindset. There's not enough there's not enough hospital equipment. There aren't enough doctors and nurses to help with the situation at hand. We read these things and we're like, oh my God, there's just not enough in the world. And that's really, really hard to reconcile that, something that is in desperate need of reform, with the more spiritual perspective of we're getting there. We're manifesting that. And we only do that by recognizing first that abundance is infinite, that it is a river that never stops flowing. Stopping flowing for you. I mean, even our tarot cards reflect this. Both of them just affirm this. What these other two cards have said. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Something that you want is on the horizon for you. You see the ship of your desire coming into view, coming into port, docking in your marina. And you're looking through these two wands as if they are a doorway to this new life. You're holding the world in your hand. Wands, that's the suit of fire. So that rules soul purpose and desire. This is all about something you want manifesting. And it's even more important to take a break in this time. If it hasn't manifested yet, it's easy to think, oh my God, I gotta keep going. I gotta turn up the treadmill now and go faster and harder. No. Part of the process of manifesting the things we want is putting it out there, doing the work, and then letting go of it. You're not doing the letting go part. That's what the cards are suggesting. Some of you are not doing the letting go part. And that's a crucial step. Don't miss that step. The letting go part is taking a step back and really giving it a rest and trusting that the universe has heard you, that the universe is recognizing the immense amount of energy that you are pouring into achieving this desire. If you put that work in without trusting that you will receive it, you won't receive it. Nothing is accomplished without trust. Nothing. Trust is an agreement between two things. The thing that says, I want this, and the thing that says, okay, it's me, and you will get me. You guys both meet halfway. You say, I want you. You want me? Okay. We're in agreement. Let's meet in the middle. Was that a good that was weird. Let go. Because on the other side of letting go, Nine of Pentacles is what awaits you. Pentacles cards, that's earth, that is material, wealth, and abundance. It is the manifestation of the things that you want, the manifestation of earthly abundance, the physical, tangible, real life things in this 3D world, on this plane alone, that you experience, that make you feel like you're doing it, like you're winning the game. And this Nine of Pentacles card, this is where everything blossoms for you. This is almost at the 10. This is like near the end of the journey for this particular desire that you have. You are so close to it. And desire a long time ago, maybe. And it is only with careful watering that you're seeing it finally bloom. You're seeing it finally sprout and blossom. This is so, so exciting. element of this is knowing that you deserve this. Recognizing that you are the owl, you are Lakshmi in this manifested form right now. And the most important person for deeming you worthy of receiving something is yourself. Things in life with other people not seeing you as worthy. You can't do that without you seeing yourself as worthy. Back for that. This can be something physical, like it can be physical, Pentacles reward. But it also really can be something, again, like the owl said, spiritual or metaphysical. That you have been trying to solve for yourself for a decade. That you finally solve, that you finally understand, that you finally get to the bottom of. Whatever it is, it's something that you have wanted for a very long time. And you are in the process of realizing that want received, that desire received, if you haven't received it already. So take a break and start celebrating that, because that'll only make it come faster if it hasn't yet. I'm happy for you guys, pile 3. Good job. Sorry, I had to adjust the lighting in here because the sun is setting. What a day. Am I right, pile 4? Guys, what cards do we got for you right now? Let me lay it out for you. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I'm going to freak out in a minute. So, we have the Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Pile 4? You are the Oracle. Beautiful. This is what I freaked out about. Our animal spirit card is the bat. I'll get to why I cannot believe that, and I'm on the verge of tears. And the 2 tarot cards that we have. The 3 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. Oh boy. Pile 4, I feel like you guys have the most mixed and overwhelming and confusing emotions of anyone here. Join the club. I feel like that's me too. So let's start. I'm gonna do exactly what I did for the other piles. I want to start by reading from the Oracle book and the Spirit Animal book, because both Rebecca Campbell and Ken Krantz say such beautiful, insightful things in such eloquent wording, and I want you to hear their messages directly from them before we jump into my interpretations of these. So, Pillar of Light. Let's start with that. I found it right away. Pillar of Light. Lighting. You are heaven and earth in perfect expression, a conduit for the light of the heavens to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet. Yes. Linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of planet Earth. They dance together through you. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. For too long, we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they do not have a voice. You are the oracle. Do not look for the guidance outside, for you hold all the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart, in every cell of your body. Do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you they have no way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. Pile 4. You are so needed right now during this time, because you have one foot on this planet and you have one foot in a completely different dimension, the dimension that reminds us of the bigger picture of what is really, really important right now, and of the hand that Source and Spirit has in all of this. I see you as being either artistic or you're in this realm to, alternative healing or spiritual guidance, or you are just simply a beautiful, beautiful light that shines so brightly when you walk into a room. People can't help but feel brightened. And this really is your time to shine. You're incredibly empathic though, and so it's hard for you. I think the struggle for you right now is coming from the fact that you are so light at your core. That is who you are in your purest form. But there is so much darkness that is coming out at this time. On a global level, it is just in the form of physical illness and fear, of people. We're seeing sides of people right now that are sadly narcissistic and inconsiderate to others in certain people, and that's disappointing and upsetting. But also personally, there might be something personally happening completely unrelated to global issues that is exposing you to real darkness right now. Maybe it's someone in your life. Maybe it's a relationship that you're realizing is actually toxic, and you're only seeing it in light of the events that are happening. The stakes are so high that it has a way of just making things crystal clear that weren't crystal clear to us before. And that's happening for you right now. Yeah, it could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be a job. There is darkness that is revealing itself to you, that you are finally understanding the toll that it has taken on you. And again, maybe maybe nothing is happening personally. Maybe this is purely just what is happening collectively, was what I was trying to say. The reason I am saying this, I'm going to read the back card, but I have pulled this card. This is the 4th time I have pulled this card in the last week and a half. Shamanism, the shamanistic explanation of what is happening globally right now is completely rooted in bat medicine. Everything that is happening with COVID-19 is completely rooted in bat medicine. And every single time I sit down with these animal spirit cards, Spirit confirms that for me, because the bat is just flying out. And honestly, it's batty. Let me read this for you, and then I will talk more about it. But this is just blowing my mind. The bat. This is air energy. Darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, and it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns, no more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. We're back in business. The bat card. I mean, this is wild to me. Really sensitive and conscious of the fact that this moment in history is so much bigger than this life on earth. You are aware of the spiritual depth of this. You are aware of humanity's evolution on a spiritual level, on a karmic level. You are aware of the ways in which this physical manifestation is representative of something that is a shift that is so much deeper than just the positive, tangible changes in healthcare, in how our countries are run, in foreign relations, in all those tangible ways. This is all of that. There is the potential to see growth and benefit there. But the real benefit at the root of all of that is so much deeper than just this world, the experience of this world becoming better. Spiritual shift happening right now that will only make the external shift. It will only initiate an external shift that is even bigger. And so bat medicine, yes, this is a time where we are experiencing darkness. We have to experience this darkness because only at night. There are things in darkness that we can see that we just can't see when it's light outside. And these are truths that are essential to change, to positive change. If we only were to see things in the light, there are things that would go undetected that are in great need of reform and of observation and analysis. All of the things right now that are being revealed to us through this darkness, those things have been waiting to be seen by us, and now they are finally being seen. And this is happening on a global scale. It's happening on a personal scale too. This is a time right now where there are things that even in your life that you've been blind to, that now that are coming to light again. Possibly, a toxic relationship, a toxic job, a toxic situation. Something about yourself, how you understand yourself, how you see yourself, how you talk to yourself, that you can now see in, or you're seeing how that needs to change that you couldn't see before. It's like this missing puzzle piece that now feel for in the daylight when really you needed just to see very clearly where that puzzle piece goes. You are this pillar of light. This is, and I shouldn't even say problem. It's not a problem. This is a beautiful. It's a gift to be the way that you are. Is the fact that you are so aware of the darkness, and on all levels, in every layer of it, you are aware of the darkness of this time, and you are aware of the rebirth that is happening. You are aware of how heavy, how weighty and valuable this moment in history is, and of the darkness surrounding you. You are an empath and you're absorbing it. You feel you are so vulnerable to is showing up around you, surprising you in certain people, surprising you in certain places. And even if it's not coming from you, being that empathic soul that you are absorbing it like a sponge. And that struggle comes from the direct opposition of that with who you really are, which is pure light. It's like this is oil mixing with water. This is light and dark that are both fighting for space in you. And it feels you are overwhelmed by it. Because this is so relevant to the tarot cards that came out too. We have the Three of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. You intense heartbreak right now, intense loss, grief. When there is a sense of betrayal, I mean, this grief can be about the large scale things that are happening, but it could also be about something personally that has happened for you. Has someone betrayed you? That just ended. Has the darkness of this time revealed something that you know is not good for you, that you have to end, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, it doesn't make it hurt any less to be ending that thing. Even if it's bad for you, even though it's so clear that you don't need that thing in your life anymore, it still hurts to lose it. And you're losing it. Even that is a struggle between light and dark, knowing that this is dark. Knowing that it's dark, and knowing that getting rid of it will make you feel lighter, but also feeling the darkness of just getting rid of it. That feels dark too. Oh, this is such an overwhelming time for your heart, but also for your mind. This card, though it is a heartbreak card and a grief card, it still is a swords card. Swords is the suit of air. It's mind, it's words, it's beliefs, it's thoughts. And maybe the way that you're thinking about something, this loss or something else, is actually causing more heartbreak than the actual thing itself. Oh God, I'm just even just like interpreting this reading, I feel so cloudy right now. I feel so like I'm a radio station that is just suddenly static. It's like, it's just very overwhelming and hard to sort through all of the feelings that you are absorbing right now, on top of your own feelings, which are also very confusing and multidimensional and colorful. And then on top of that, you're taking in all of these other feelings. I mean, you're taking on the weight of the world right now. You're feeling the pain in this lesson that humanity is learning. You're taking that on for the collective and processing that for the collective. Four of Pentacles. You also feel stable in this time. Again, it's this duality of being like, I know that this is toxic in my life. I know that this isn't good for me. That's bad, or whatever it is. And knowing that only, like, having that awareness makes you actually feel more stability and a greater sense of security and control. It's just such a weird experience of feeling this darkness, of working through these dark realizations that you're having, but working through these enlightening realizations that you're having that are full of darkness. Simultaneously, it's making you feel grateful for the things in your life that are good, and that you're in the process, in those realizations, and processing the darkness that's going through you. You are moving towards stability and security. Time. This is a real time of rebirth for you on a personal level and a worldly level. Of the Miser card, the Miser with the Four of Pentacles, of just holding on to something that you've had because you've had it for so long, and it's comfortable and it's familiar, and you're so grateful. You're not someone to complain about things. It's easy for you to get used to something that is bad for you, because even that you are grateful for when you have it. And that's beautiful. But also aware of it not being good for you. You owe it to yourself to release it and to change it. And this Four of Pentacles card appears sometimes when we are being miserly about things, when we are so afraid of the change that we hold on even more tightly, because the loss of the bad thing seems worse to us than continuing to have the bad thing. And to tell you as another voice in your life that you don't need the bad thing. To let go of the bad thing. It's not only good for you, it's good for everyone involved, and it's good for everyone not involved. Because again, the healing that we do in our microcosm is always later reflected in the macrocosm. You heal the world by healing yourself. You are in such a period of deep bat medicine right now. You are healing yourself to heal the world. You are processing incredible global healing right now. You're feeling it all. It's overwhelming. But if there is any affirmation right now that you need of your own strength and your ability to do this, not only your ability, but that you are called to do this. You are here to do this. You are a being who has been entrusted with this, because you are this pillar of light. This is who you are. Your vibration is raising and rising, and as your vibration rises, you rise the vibration of this world for everyone. So keep doing the work. Keep going through the night of time until day breaks. Time wisely. Feel everything that you have to feel. Go of it, and it's not something that stays with you for longer than it needs to stay. Let these feelings inform your thoughts, if they are yours. Not talking about thoughts or feelings that you're absorbing from other people, but if they are yours, if this has to do with personal things for you, let those feelings affect your thoughts so that you can make wise, proactive decisions about your life towards change, and let go of the things that need to let go, because I promise you, the things that we don't need anymore, as good as they were, everything has a light and dark side, and there is light sides to even the things that are bad for us. As soon as you let go of those things, you make room in your hand to hold on to something bigger and better. Pentacles. You're only halfway to 10. If you thought 4 was good, keep releasing and letting go. Welcome change, because this abundance in your life is only going to continue to grow. Continue to grow by you doing the hard work, the hard internal work, and continuing to weed out the things you don't need to make space for that abundant growth. Pillar of light for everyone, because everyone needs you right now, truly. Hope that was life-giving for you. We are now in a scary movie. The sun is set, and I feel like I am around a campfire. I know no ghost stories. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Where I need you. We all need each other, and you joining me for this fills my heart so completely. If you liked this video, please subscribe, share with anyone whom you think would benefit from this kind of spiritual support. I will be forever grateful to you. Be well, be safe, and I legitimately love you. I really do.